title to lose. Behind her, in her first senior championship, is Tabitha Yim. She stuck it when it counted, building on years of training since the age of 4. But the gym isn't her only home, because performing on the ice is her other passion.
In skating, you're like the only one on the ice. And also on floor, I think that's when your personality comes out. She has a strong head on her shoulders, and she's very determined to want to be very good, and that's why she does so many things so well in her life.
Tabitha has also made a promise to do her best. She made it in her heart to her father after he passed away suddenly 2 years ago.
When I compete, I think like my dad watches me, like kind of like my guardian angel, I guess.
And she always seems to be talking to him and herself before she goes. We welcome you to the Liacouras Center on the campus of Temple University in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Al Trautwig, Tim Daggett, Elfie Schlegel. These are the U.S. Gymnastics Championships. Tasha Schweikert has a lead that's almost a point. That's a big lead in a competition like this with only 4 rotations to go.
And Al, the competition's a little different tonight, especially on the vault. The girls are performing 2 vaults as opposed to 1 vault last night. What's important here is both of the vaults are average.
Tabitha is 15 years of age from Irvine, California. She has shown just an amazing amount of composure for an event like this.
Well, it's a great start for Tabitha. Full twisting laid out. Yurchenko just a small hop on the landing. Her coaches Steve and Beth Rybecki said vault is probably her most improved event. 1 year ago, she could perform this vault only in a pike position, so bending her body, and with no full twist that you see right there. Great vault, just a small little hop on that landing.
We're going to talk a little bit about start values as well. That first vault was a maximum value of 9.4. The second one she's planning to do goes up a little bit, 9.7. She adds a half twist. She's most worried about this one.
Great job. Much more difficult vault, and she handles it very, very well.
Well, everybody in the Yim camp looks very satisfied. And we'll see whether it gains her in the standings or not as we get our first look at Tasha Schweikert, who led by, as we mentioned, almost a point.
Her coach, Cassie Wright, told me before the meet began that she knew she had something special with Tasha Schweikert. Her first level 5 meet ever, did a cartwheel completely around the side, said nobody would have been able to stay on the beam. Had no idea how she did, but it looked like it was perfect. She knew she had a fighter right then.
And special skills just like this.
Look at the height.
Much improved over last night.
Really has a nice line, looks calm on the uneven bars, and of course has the big releases like this.
And really swings with such ease.
But remember, new code of points, and if you look at women's gymnastics, uneven bars seems to be the most difficult event to bring in the big score.
The daughter of 2 casino dealers in Las Vegas. Just 2 years ago, it seems so all Tasha Schweikert heard on the phone was, "Can you come and help us out? We need somebody. Please, a last-minute fill-in." And now she may be the one.
I can't tell you how much this young lady has improved over last year. It's been an absolutely tremendous change. Her confidence level, she's taken charge at these national championships.
Has a definite polish about her. 9.1, it seems low, but in this current world of gymnastics...
That's going to be the score, actually.
Tabitha Yim's second vault gets a 9.35, which averages out to a 9.212. So, Tasha Schweikert will maintain control after 1 rotation with 3 more to come. Remember, the top 3 go to the World Championships representing the United States, so Mohini Bardwaj is also in very good shape. So everyone moves on to a new apparatus, and we'll be back in Philadelphia after this. Philadelphia at Temple University. This is night 2, the final night of the U.S. Gymnastics Championships, and the standings have remained largely unchanged after night 1. We'll start things off here with our first look at Ashley Miles, the tallest gymnast any of us can remember, at almost 5'7" in 11th grade, and she'll be competing on the new vault table. This is the new look of vault. This is what it's going to look like in the World Championships and the Olympics, and from now on.
Very powerful athlete, and that's what vault is all about.
We're going to talk a lot again about the start values. That one again was only out of a 9.4, relatively simple vault for Ashley. She's capable of doing much more because of that power.
You notice that right foot taped. She has a sizable cut underneath her big toe, and her coach Mike Harris said he's going to turn it around, make it an advantage. These kids are under a tremendous amount of pressure. He says it'll be a good distraction for Ashley. She'll need it here. She adds a half turn to this. It's a blind landing, makes it much more difficult. And the big bounding steps forward there actually looked like she was a little bit off on her run, did what we call a stutter step in gymnastics.
Mike said it was really important for her to go out and hit 4 events tonight like she did the other night to show the consistency. And here, you'll take a look at the offside, as Tim mentioned, the stutter steps at the end. Those are very, very costly.
Way around the side, didn't turn her round off over enough, and so when you're going sideways, you incur the deduction. You also get a little bit out of control.
She averages out to a 9.175. Now we go back to Tabitha Yim on the uneven bars. Remember, she's trying to make up almost a full point to Tasha Schweikert, and she wasn't able to make up ground at all after the first rotation.
Trickiest combinations come up right here. She'll do 1.5 turns, try to land right in the handstand.
Oops. Little mistake right there on the low bar. She's improvising, trying to keep the flow of the routine going, but that's a huge mistake. Doesn't let it rattle her, which is a very good sign. Not quite the routine we saw from Tabitha the other night.
She looks totally deflated.
You got ahead of yourself. Right on step. Right. Okay. Next up on either bar is Heather Fuller.
It's over. Let's go.
And like all of us, she has to move on.
Gymnastics, it's all about being precise, putting your feet exactly where you want them, when you want them. She wanted to put them on the bars. They didn't go there. Very, very costly when you're talking about trying to catch someone.
Get it stuff away. You can't get stuff away. You've given enough away. You cannot allow yourself to give any more away. That's what you just did. You just gave away 2 cents. It's like your money. It's like you have all this stuff that you work for. You have all this stuff in your hand, and you just gave some away. Don't give any more away. You like to keep your money for yourself? Just keep it, right? You work hard for these machines. Don't give your stuff away. That's how it is. Don't give anything more away.
Well, there's irritation in the voice of Steve Rybacki. And, of course, the Rybackis have been through many frustrations in many a gym. Now, you talk about leaving money on the table. Tasha Schweikert from Las Vegas, Nevada knows all about that, and we're about to